Alright, about to change the oil on my BMW 328i. Just thought I'd make a quick video about this, kind of the whole process. I'll give you a quick overview of the setup. So, you can see down here I have these little ramps where the car rides up on, and this eliminates the need for a jack, which is, I think, a great thing. It's just safer. Plus, it's a lot easier. This is where the oil filter goes. I'll get to that in a little bit. I just want to kind of go over the tools and then get going with the setup. So you can see this is an oil pan. This is what's going to catch the old oil. The bottle over there is just an empty windshield washer fluid, which I can pour the used motor oil into here, and you recycle the used motor oil at any parts store like O'Reilly's or Advanced Auto or what we call AutoZone. So in addition to that, I have my filter just right here, and I'll get to that when I do the filter. And this is the little special cap for BMW to take off the little plastic retainer, which I'll show you. These are my sockets, which I'm going to use to take the drain plug out with. And then I have my funnel to put new oil in, and I have my new oil as well, which I'll show you at a later point. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to slide my oil pan underneath and locate the drain plug, and I'm going to take that out and let the oil drain. So I'll try to show you that. Not sure how much light is going to be down there, but I'll try to show it to you. Alright, so I found the right socket size, which is a 17 millimeter for this car. That'll vary car to car. The bolt is up here, and it's really technically called the drain plug, right? It's just a bolt that goes into the bottom where the oil holds. You take it out, and as I take it out, it's going to start pouring out. The shot is about as best angle as I can get without it being in the way too much. So I'm going to loosen it. Okay. There you go. Knocked the camera over. Apologize about that. It's kind of close quarters. So I broke the bolt free, per se, which simply means that I didn't technically break it, it's just loose now. So now I'm able to get it with my hand. So I'm unscrewing it with my hand. It's getting close, I can feel it, it's barely in there. This is always the tricky part, is trying not to get oil on yourself. I did pretty good. Got a little bit of oil. So you should be able to see it flowing there. You just need to make sure that you put the drain or the pan underneath. The pan is the thing that it's draining into. You need to make sure that you're doing that at an angle where it's going to shoot out and hit it, because the plug itself is at an angle, so it's going to shoot out at an angle. And as it drains, it'll slowly kind of start draining over to this leading edge here, closest to the camera. So it's draining pretty good. So I'm going to stop the video here and just let it drain for a little bit. Okay, the oil's been draining for about 10 minutes. And now I'm going to look at this oil filter. So the oil filter is located right here. It's underneath this cap I have to take off, and this little tool here is made for this because it's hard to grab it. So we'll put it on here, and I'm going to pull it like this a couple times, and at this point it's easy to, I can do it with my hand. So just going to get this to come off. You see the filter there. A lot of oil on it, of course. Always good to have a rag around. I always keep all the old stuff that my wife wants to donate to Goodwill. Well, not all the stuff, but you know, rags and or towels and old shirts and stuff like that make great little additions to the automotive cleanup field. So here's my new one. You see the old one here. Now this one comes with a O-ring. This is kind of a weird oil filter per se. This kind of semi-standard on a European car though, so if you ever have a European car, it will not be as weird as you think. So it comes with this brass washer here, this little green O-ring, and this black O-ring. The black O-ring goes up here, and the green one goes right here. And I forget where the washer goes. I'm sure I'll find it once I pull this one out. So I just took the old one out. Don't really see where the brass ring is supposed to go. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna pop off this little green washer. Or it's an O-ring, really. Easier said than done. Part of the problem is it's covered in motor oil, so it's super slippery. Doesn't matter if you damage it because you're gonna have you got a brand new one. I'll stop the video here and resume it once I get it. Alright, so got the little green O-ring off, got the new one on, got the black O-ring off. It's maybe hard to see, but it's right here. Got the old one off, took the new one, put the new one on. I do not see a place where that brass washer is supposed to go, so I'm assuming that that is for another type of car. So I'm just gonna push the filter on here. Nice clean new filter. So we'll put it back in here carefully. Alright, it's pretty good. I need to kind of cinch it down with my socket. It's pretty tight. I don't really think it's going to get any tighter than that. So, alright, so now the oil filter's on. So next thing I got to do is I got to put the plug back in the bottom, and then I would need to put the oil back in, the new oil. So pretty straightforward. Alright, so I'm going to start putting the oil back in the car. This car takes a really large amount of oil for some reason. This is kind of a BMW thing. But it takes 6.9 quarts, which is a lot. It's almost 7, so you don't quite put 7 in. So that's kind of weird, but it is what it is. So this is 5 quarts, and I'll put another piece of another one. So funnel makes your life a lot easier. You can do it without a funnel, but if you get oil all over your engine, as your engine gets hot, it burns off, it stinks. So this is an easy way to avoid that. It's about $1 at any parts store. It's a very good dollar. Make sure you clean it before you put it in there. You don't want to put a dirty funnel in there. So I'm gonna let this sit for, I don't know, probably a good 5 minutes or so. Just kind of let that last little bit of oil drain out, and then I'll come back in and put the rest of it. But that's the job. I got to put in about two and a half more quarts, a little bit over that, and then I'm gonna pop the little cap down right here. I've already got my filter on. I've already put my drain plug in the bottom. Once I get the oil in, I'm gonna crank it up and check it for leaks. I'm just going to look around the filter, make sure the filter's not leaking, and then I'll look underneath the car around the drain plug to make sure that it's not leaking. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. You'll see another one coming soon to a YouTube theater near you. A 99 Jeep Cherokee oil change. It may even actually happen today. 2-for-1 deal.